If you wipe away somebody's identity, say society is corrupt, forget about everything you ever learned, but then you substitute your own philosophy, it's like wiping the blackboard clean and then introducing your philosophy, and then you become the absolute leader.
Manipulation is a way of controlling someone in a skillful or inconspicuous way. This can be very harmful to friendships and general relationships, as no matter what side you're on, there will always be one individual happy to snake out the other and manipulate their perspective on people, making people believe things about people that are completely thrown off of the truth until they get the chance to clarify themselves otherwise. These people will make up stories, figures, and moments in time to make someone feel uncomfortable or look as if they're in the wrong. It happens in articles, newspapers, and moments in history for public figures to get their way. You see it in the Brexit situation. The chance of the UK saving £350 million a week if we left the EU. That was manipulated by Nigel Farage to get his way to leave the EU. Propaganda is a prime example of manipulation. It makes the public eye believe something that isn't necessarily true. It's the same with terrorists, with recent events happening with London, Manchester, and don't forget about all the attacks happening every day in places like Afghanistan and Syria. The terrorists are built on manipulation and propaganda, manipulating program code to be able to hack into servers and retrieve information. All this comes from manipulation. Even within YouTube, it's active as well, when Leafy and Grade A made up stories and manipulated situations to brainwash people into hating Keemstar. It's situations like that, even on YouTube, that happen. Even other situations like modelling and magazines, you see all these tall, slim figures in these papers realising that they have all been photoshopped by the media. But this shows our society has gotten used to manipulation, however it's put. The times of manipulation I'm talking about today is the most common that's done every day in whatever interval. This is when it's from one person to another, whether it's a topic or a story or dedicated to an individual. That's when it's harmful, and manipulation is using conflict. Because if you're in an argument, you often manipulate and over-exaggerate the story and actions of the other person, turning the person you're talking to hate the opposing party. The sad thing about this is that the opposing party doesn't often get an opportunity to redeem themselves and say their side of the story.
I feel like a fucking dirtbag, like an asshole, like a fucking I feel horrible. Horrible is the best word for it. I feel horrible.
And that's when manipulation is at its finest. To ruin someone else's well-being for some gossip, to make others hate one another is crazy, and it destroys all dignity. People are powerful, but they'll also manipulate everything they need to keep people on their side. So be careful who you side with, and be careful who you are loyal to.